Welcome to the Netherlands, kingdom of tulips, clocks, windmills and... Yes, you heard that right. In this episode of Baking Bread, we'll be following these footprints to unearth a true culinary delight. The tiger bread. Our recipe starts in typical Dutch style with lots of cold and salty water. In fact, the Dutch have so much water, they even invented floating shoes.
Around a quarter of the Netherlands lies below sea level, so add a dash of milk and watch the water level rise even higher.
The dough needs to be nice and moist.
You'll also need to add half a gram of fresh yeast, plus a little butter and plain flour, just enough to soak up the water and reclaim your land.
Now, what ingredient could you possibly add to give your bread a Dutch kick? Well, think again.
The Netherlands might be known as a stoner's paradise, but cannabis is tightly controlled. You're only allowed 5 grams for personal use.
So let's throw in 50 grams of hemp seeds, full of fiber and omega-3 fatty acids.
Don't knead the dough.
That's heavy, man.
Just let it rise at room temperature for 24 hours, folding it over for a gentle high. Place the dough on a sheet of baking paper and leave for another 50 minutes. While we wait, let's take a quick trip to Indonesia, home of the Sumatra tiger and former stomping ground of the Dutch East India Trading Company.
When the Dutch were a colonial power in Asia, they brought back all sorts of things. Tulips, hashish, even the mother of Geert Wilders comes from Indonesia.
Yes, that Geert Wilders, you know, the anti-immigrant Dutch nationalist. Also from Indonesia is the tiger paste we're going to be using today. Mix together salt, sugar, Asian sesame oil, fresh yeast, water and rice flour. Then place the dough in one of these.
A Dutch oven, what else? And bake at 240 degrees for 40 minutes.
This ensures that the bread stays moist. Remember all that water?
Wait, this isn't a tiger, more like a leopard or a giraffe. And it's giraffes that Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte has in mind when he thinks of the EU.
Europe is like a giraffe, an animal difficult to define, all the different languages and cultures. And at the same time, Europe is easy to recognize as a community of values and as a united partnership.
Tiger, leopard, giraffe, it doesn't really matter. Leave your loaf to cool for 1 hour and then cut yourself a slice to find out why this bread is also called Dutch crunch. If you'd like to make this bread yourself, click here for a step-by-step tutorial. And if you're hungry for even more bread recipes, click right here.